Some really unfortunate news based off of what has just happened in the Middle East. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having a great start to your week. Today's Monday, June 1st. It's 7:18 here in Hawaii. And one of the things that I quickly wanted to talk about is although there is negative news, markets are pushing higher with a lot of these semiconductor stocks pretty much leading the way, right? So again, it's a small sector in this market that is still pushing up higher, even with the news of what's happening in the Middle East. There's some positive news for these semiconductor companies. It's not just Nvidia. As you can see, it's also SanDisk, it's also Micron, it's also IBM, like we talked about it yesterday. It's also Dell. They're pushing up higher. They're still staying very elevated, although some or most of the market is in the red. NASDAQ does look overbought, but what happened in the morning that caused it to sell off to instill some fear? As you guys can clearly see, oil is actually up. Now that kind of contradicts itself, right? How is oil up, but so are the markets, right? That wasn't a common theme just a few weeks ago. Well, again, markets are trading in a rational way, but what we received today is the very unfortunate news of what we talked about last week. Imagine losing this entire peace deal because another country couldn't hold itself back from attacking Lebanon, right? We talked about this last week. Iran announces that it's ending all negotiations with the US and vows to completely block the Strait of Hormuz, per CNBC. Iran says that it's ending negotiations due to repeated ceasefire violations, including Israel's strikes in Lebanon. Iran also threatens to block, I don't know how to pronounce that straight, but nonetheless, what we talked about last week we couldn't imagine it, right? We really didn't want it to be the truth. But Iran suspends talks with the US over Israel's strikes on Lebanon. Remember, this was part of the peace deal that Iran wanted, that Israel had to stop attacking Lebanon. But what do you call him? The prime minister, whatever it is, of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, said that they have no intentions of stopping their military operation and progress in Lebanon. Isn't that insane? That after weeks, 8 to 9 weeks of negotiations, that it all begins to fall apart because another country that we are allied with can't stop attacking one of the allies of Iran. It's insane to me. It's insane that we continue to entertain this. US oil prices surge over 8% to $94 a barrel. So if you bought the dip on oil, congratulations, because if you didn't believe the ceasefire, if the past 8 to 9 weeks taught us anything, it's that, again, Trump likes to get ahead of itself, and he likes to go back and forth with this peace deal and then no peace deal. But now oil is back up $94 a barrel as Iran ends all negotiations with the US. President Trump also says that the US will continue its blockade in the Strait of Hormuz after Iran suspends negotiations. All for what? That is the part that is insane about all of this, is that now you're telling me everything that we've gained for the past weeks, they're going to just go back to attacking one another? Are markets going to correct, or the markets just don't care, right? This is the constant theme that we've seen over and over again, is that markets will react in a positive way when these peace deals are announced, but it will never actually correct and fully sell off, giving back all that they've gained when there is actually no peace deal. We'll see how this ends up developing. But again, as long as Trump continues to wave that carrot in front of our faces of a peace deal is coming and things are looking great, then markets will find any reason to continue to push higher. Remember, Dell is trading at an elevated level because Trump promoted it. IBM is trading at an elevated level because Trump promoted it. There are so many of these companies that are trading at such overbought levels, all because the Trump administration began to promote it. Nothing wrong with trading it, because obviously there's a lot of hype and a lot of direction and momentum in your favor, but understand the difference between a good trade and a good investment. If everything begins to hit the fan and markets begin to correct, we all know that it's always the most irrational stocks that correct the hardest. Again, these are concepts that we talk about within LPP. Whenever it is that you want to tune on in, it's the second link down below. I appreciate you guys' time. Just wanted to quickly keep you guys up to date. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.